Sister Wives Kody Brown wasted years, married to wrong person. October 14, 2024. During Sister Wives, fans are hearing Meri, Janelle, and Christine Brown's thoughts about their former marriage as they continue to finalize their divorces. But Kody Brown admits he wasted years married to the wrong person, which triggers backlash. Kody Brown avoids the issues. During the last season of Sister Wives, Kody Brown talked about how if there were issues in a marriage, it was great to have many wives to help water down the problems. When he was having trouble with Meri Brown early on, he knew it was time to add a new wife into the mix. Then, as they started to fight, and he couldn't find peace with just those two, he added another, and so on. However, his process of sweeping the arguments under the rug led to 3 wives terminating their marriage. Undeniably, Kody was fed up with Christine by the time she chose to leave. Likewise, he had strung Meri Brown along for years without pulling the plug. However, he somewhat acted like he would like Janelle Brown to stick around. But Kody has one loyal wife still standing by his side, Robyn Brown. In the latest episode, Kody gets hit between the eyes after avoiding text messages to discuss one of his relationships. Meri forces the issue of divorce. Although Kody Brown seems to get pretty fired up that his kids won't call him back or return his texts, he doesn't find it as important to treat his wives with equal respect. Both Janelle and Meri Brown spoke about having a difficult time getting Kody to respond to their requests. When Meri didn't hear back from Kody regarding a release from the AUB, she moved forward without him. She said, "I was granted what is called in our church a release, which is basically the equivalent of a divorce." But he was terribly hurt by the words that the church chose to use to describe him. He said he wouldn't disclose them. However, Meri mentions that she knew Kody wouldn't like they declared one reason for the divorce as abandonment. With the release, they are no longer bound to each other after 33 years of marriage. Kody Brown's bond is cut. Robyn Brown gave Kody Brown advice to hold on to the spiritual bond with Meri, knowing that God had a plan to work it out. However, Kody regrets waiting so long to end it. While Robyn says that Kody is beside himself with the emotions of splitting, Kody talks about what a relief the divorce is. Furthermore, he says, "Oh, I'm absolutely relieved that it is done." Then he adds, "It's sad, it's heartbreaking, but I'm relieved that it is done." Additionally, he talks about wishing he had not wasted his time with his marriage to Meri. Likewise, he says he moved on a long time ago, but was afraid to rip the band-aid off. For instance, his fear was based on what Meri would do to him since she was never loyal to him ever. Admittedly, he knew his reputation would be trashed if he got divorced. Kody finally tells Meri he wasted years in a marriage with her. Since the bond of eternal marriage was cut, his tongue was free to lash out at Meri with all the vinegar that had brewed up inside. Kody Brown wasted years married to wrong person. Looking ahead to next week, Kody Brown is finally voicing his disdain for Meri Brown. Now that he has the divorce, he is ready to confront her. As he drives up to her home, he says, "You know what really sucks? It's not divorce that sucks. It's marrying the wrong person." Furthermore, he had bottled up the truth to avoid what Meri would do to him. However, even trying to dissuade her from spoiling his reputation, she took decisive action and dissolved their empty marriage. But Meri also wasted her time thinking they could repair their spiritual connection. When the preview for next week's episode shows Kody talking about her being the wrong person, she retorts, "What sucks is marrying the wrong person," and not having the decency to tell her until 32 years later. And even more bitterly, Kody declares, "I wish I wouldn't have ever married her." While he simmers in his hate, he doesn't account for what it would mean if he had never married her. Their child, Leon, wouldn't exist. Likewise, Meri has previously pointed out that his soulmate, Robyn, was only 10 or 12 years old when she and Kody were walking down the aisle. His decision to dodge problems created more Some fans remember that Meri Brown was tempted to stray from Kody Brown when a catfish, Sam Cooper, gave her the attention she was missing. Seemingly, Kody is saying that Robin pushed him to stay longer in the marriage than he ever intended. Kody said, "Robin felt that if I waited on God, that things could change for mine and Meri's relationship. Likewise," he stated, "and that was advice that I took, and I waited. As time went on, I realized that it was never really going to work." Both Kody and Meri have stated in the past that they wanted the right to tell their story and are now spilling the tea. In the upcoming episode, Kody and Meri will sit down face to face and hash out why they wasted each other's time for so many years. What do you think about Kody Brown wasting both his and Meri Brown's time? Do you think that Meri is sorry she married Kody? Are you enjoying this season of Sister Wives? Drop your comments below. In today's episode, we're diving deep into the ongoing drama between Kody Brown and his ex-wives, especially his recent explosive comments about wasting years married to the wrong person, Meri Brown. In this week's Sister Wives episode, we see Kody finally coming clean about his regrets and frustrations. But the fallout from these admissions has triggered a massive backlash among fans and his ex-wives alike. We'll also explore the broader implications of Kody's relationships with his wives and how his decisions have affected the entire Brown family. So buckle up because we have a lot to cover in this one. Segment 1. Kody Brown's admission. Wasted years with Meri. To kick things off, Kody's most recent comments on Sister Wives have really stirred the pot. He admits that he feels he wasted years being married to Meri Brown, his first wife. After over 30 years of marriage, Kody claims he knew for a long time that the relationship wasn't working, but he was afraid to take action. This revelation came as a surprise to many fans, but it also left a lot of people questioning Kody's motives and actions. Kody's statement, "I wish I wouldn't have ever married her," hit hard, especially when you consider the history between the two. They were together for decades and share a child, Leon. While Kody expresses relief over the end of the marriage, the backlash from viewers has been swift. Many have pointed out that if Kody had such deep regrets, why didn't he take steps to resolve things earlier? Fan reactions. Fans on social media quickly reacted to Kody's comments. One Reddit user wrote, "Kody is only now admitting he never loved Meri after she gave him so many years of her life. It's sad and infuriating." Another viewer said, "He's acting like Meri didn't matter at all. But without her, there would be no Leon, and their lives would be completely different." Let's dive into why Kody is now choosing to express these feelings after such a long time, and what it means for both him and Meri moving forward. Segment 2. Kody Brown's strategy. Avoiding problems by adding more wives. Throughout Sister Wives, Kody has always been open about his unorthodox approach to problem-solving within his marriages. When one marriage hit a rough patch, he brought in another wife to water down the issues. He openly admitted to this strategy in the latest episode, saying that when things became tough with Meri, he brought in Janelle, and when things with Janelle weren't enough, he brought in Christine, and so on. But this approach backfired spectacularly, as we now know. 3 of his 4 wives, Meri, Janelle, and Christine, have all left him. Christine was the first to leave, clearly fed up with Kody's behavior, and Janelle followed suit after years of tension. Meanwhile, Meri clung to the marriage for much longer, despite being largely neglected by Kody. So, was Kody's solution of adding more wives ever really a solution at all? Or was it just a way to avoid dealing with the core issues in his marriages? Segment 3. Meri Brown takes action. The divorce release. Meri may have waited for years, but when she finally decided to act, she didn't hold back. Kody may have dragged his feet on addressing their broken marriage, but Meri took decisive action. In the episode, she reveals that she went ahead and obtained what their church calls a release, which is essentially a spiritual divorce. The church even cited abandonment as one of the reasons for the dissolution of their marriage, which hit Kody hard. While he was clearly hurt by the wording, he admits that he was relieved by the end of the marriage. Meri's decision to move forward with the divorce, despite Kody's reluctance to address their issues, shows her strength and determination. After 33 years of marriage, she chose to take control of her life and no longer wait for Kody to make decisions for her. It's a powerful moment for Meri, and one that many fans have applauded. Fan comments.